Hi there, I'm Leslie McConnell. I'm lead tutor for Functional Skills Maths with North Yorkshire Council's Adult Learning section. This is the second of 4 short videos to encourage you to reflect on some old strategies and consider new strategies for solving mathematical problems involving positive and negative numbers. Please pause the video now if you need to get some paper and a pen or pencil, but no calculator, please. First of all, I'd like you to write the numbers 1 to 10 on a piece of paper and try this short times tables test as a warm-up. I'm just going to give you all the questions first and then set the answers for you to mark your own. If you get less than 7 out of 10, then please revise your 7s, 8s and 9 times tables. Okay, let's get cracking with the test. Pause your video now, please. Here are your answers. Okay, the first set of rules that we're going to look at today are adding negative numbers. I'm going to use some very simple examples to start off with. So if we just look at the number 2 as a positive number and add that to another number 2, which is positive, it gives us an answer of positive 4. Now we know these numbers are positive because they don't have an operation in front of them. So a positive plus a positive will give us a positive answer. If we add a negative to a negative, what will happen? Let's use a negative 2 and add it to a negative 2. Okay, so now we can see we have a positive and a negative together here. So let's translate that. Let's make a -2 and then a plus and a minus. Looking at our little example up here, a plus and a minus gives us a minus answer. So we need to put a minus in here. So -2 minus 2. If we look at the number line, we're starting with a -2. We're taking 2 away, and that'll give us an answer of -4. And there's the -4. Okay. Now if we add a positive to a negative, so I'm adding a 2, and I'm adding it to a -2. So you'll note this is a positive this time. It was a negative last time. It's now a positive, but we still have this scenario going on between the two 2's. Let's translate again. Let's look at this as 2 plus and a minus, make a minus. -2. It's going to give us an answer of 0, but we can check this on our number line. So here's our positive 2. We take away 2, 1, 2, and that gives us an answer of 0. But remember, 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, I'd like to have a go at sum yourself now. So here's some directed numbers or positive and negative number questions. I'm going to show 10 questions. I'd like you to have a try yourself now, please, by pausing the video. And here are your answers. Okay, the next set of rules that we're going to look at today are for subtracting negative numbers. So this is a little bit different. If you imagine your first number being bigger than the second number in the sum, then you will get a positive answer. If the second number is bigger than the first number in the sum, then you'll get a negative answer. So just to demonstrate that a little bit, if we take a positive from a positive, let's have a positive 3 and we take away a positive 2. This 3 is bigger than this 2, so we should have a positive answer. 3 take away 2. 3 take away 2. 1, 2 gives us positive 1 as the answer. Let's have a look at the next set. Take a positive from a negative. So let's take a positive 2 away from a negative 3. So we're taking a positive 2 from a negative 3. Now, if this is a positive 2, we could put a plus in there, and this would convert to a negative anyway. So we don't really need to do that. We know that that's a positive, so this just stays the same. If we look at our number line for this, just change the colour so you can see the difference. We're starting with a negative 3 minus 2. Negative 3, take away 2, leaves us with an answer of negative 5. So as you can see, we have a negative answer. Taking a negative from a positive. Take a negative from a positive. So let's have a positive 3. I'm going to take away a negative 2. Now, please note that we've got 2 negatives together here. And if we have a look at our, just get a different colour there, section those off. If we have a look at our rules that we had earlier, if we've got a negative and a negative and a plus, we're going to get a positive answer. So let's just translate this. So we've got a positive 3. These translate to a positive and a 2. So 3 plus 2 equals 5, a positive 5. Taking a negative from a negative, let's take minus 2 minus 3. And this 3 is going to be a minus 3, sorry. Let's make sure we get this right. So take away a negative 3. So as you can see, we've now got that scenario again of 2 of the same in the middle. We've got a negative and a negative, which is going to make us a plus. We've got a negative 2 here, and we've got plus 3. So our answer here is going to be minus 2 plus 3 should come to the number 1. So let's have a look. Change the colour again so you can see the difference. We've got a minus 2, and we're going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. Gives us a 1 as an answer. Okay, so again, I'd like you to have a little go at these yourselves. So here are some more for you to have a go at. Pause the video now, please, so that you can have a go at these yourself. And here are your answers. Okay, so the next set that we're going to look at are for the rules of multiplying negative numbers. So, as I said before, positive and positive gives a positive answer. Negative and negative gives a positive answer. Negative and positive gives a negative. Positive and negative gives a negative. So if they're the same, we get a positive answer. If they're different, we get a negative answer. The 2 steps for working these out are to work out the sum first that you've been given. And then if they are plus and plus, then the answer is a plus answer. If they're minus and minus, then the answer is a plus answer. If they're different, as in a plus and a minus, then the answer is negative. If it's a minus and a plus, then the answer is negative. So let's multiply 2 positives. Let's multiply 2 times 2. 2 positives equals 2 times 2 +2 and a +2 make a plus. So we've got a plus answer. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, don't need to put that plus in there really. Just need to leave it as it is. So the next one we're going to look at is multiplying two negatives. Let's have a -2 multiplied by a -2. So we work out the sum. 2 times 2 is 4. We've got two negatives. Two negatives make a plus. So again, I don't need to put a plus in there. Multiplying a positive and a negative. +2 times a -2. Work out the sum. 2 times 2 is 4. But I've got a +2 and a -2 here, which gives me a negative answer, -4. And lastly, multiplying a negative and a positive. I've got a -2 times a +2. Work out the sum. 2 times 2 is 4. A negative and a positive gives us a negative answer. So again, our answer is -4. I'm going to go straight on with the rules for division this time because they're very, very similar. You work out the sum and then you decide what operation is going to go in with the answer. Dividing two positives. Let's say 4 divided by 2. 4 is positive, 2 is positive, so we get a positive answer of 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times. Dividing two negatives. Let's have a -4 divided by a -2. Work out the sum. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 into 4 goes twice. We've got a minus and a minus, which gives us a positive answer. So our answer is 2. Dividing a positive by a negative. A positive divided by a -2. It's going to give us an answer of 4 divided by 2 is 2. I've got a +4 and a -2, giving me a -2 as an answer. And lastly, dividing a negative by a positive, -4 divided by a +2 will give us an answer. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 into 4 goes twice. -4, +2 gives us a negative answer. Okay, so the last set of questions I'd like you to try for yourself. So these are a mix of division and multiplication. Pause the video now, please. Have a try of these yourself, and then these are your answers. Okay. I'd like to thank you for watching the video today and hope you have a better understanding of negative numbers. This was the second of 4 videos, the first titled Calculations, where I delivered guidance on the use of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We have another 2 videos that will be online soon. The third will focus on adding and subtracting fractions, and the fourth and last focusing on working with percentages. Bye for now.